Shalom. It's your brother Samad coming to you once again with another lesson, giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, and double honors to our elders and our apostles of Great Millstone. Peace and blessings to the elect. So, quick little lesson I wanted to talk about being instant, man, being in season and out of season, and not taking your foot off the gas for no reason at all. You know, unless you're going through a physical ailment where you physically cannot do this work, there's no reason why you should be taking pauses and gaps and doing the work. There's absolutely no reason. We are too far and too close to the end to not be taking this thing serious. You know, this is a life and death business that we're into. This is life and death, man. It's either you get right or you get left. And the Most High is not playing with any lukewarm Israelites. He's not. Scriptures say, Yahushua said, depart from me, for I never knew you, right? So a lot of you people, a lot of you Israelites, you know, you profess to be believers and sincere and 10 toes down for Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua, but in reality, you know, you're only really down when it's convenient. But when the going is rough, I've noticed that, and I've personally witnessed, brothers just give up, man. They separate from the Lord when the going gets tough, rather than cleaving unto the Lord, which is so backwards, man. You know, Solomon says it in Proverbs. He says, give me neither poverty nor riches, lest I be full and deny thee, or lest I be hungry and take thy name in vain, or steal and take thy name in vain. So, and Paul also states, kind of to precept that, Paul states that I know how to abound and to be abased. So a lot of you Israelites don't know how to be abound and how to be abased. All right, when y'all get, when y'all come up on something, finance, whatever, y'all immediately just forget the Lord. You know, you think, oh, your might, your power, your volition. Now you start to, you know, move wickedly. We see it with a lot of these other camps. You know, they'll get a little bit of paper, and next thing you know, they want to start charging brothers for breakdowns and Hebrew names and all this other shit, man. Scripture says, give this, you know, freely have ye received, freely shall you give. Buy the truth and sell it not. So we're too close to the end for brothers to be falling out, man. To be growing weary, growing weak. You should be growing strong. All right, the house of David waxed stronger, but the house of Saul waxed weaker. All right, don't be of the house of Saul. The house of Saul, all right, they waxed weaker. They lost the spirit. They started doing wickedly. They started, you know, seeking after their own ways and not after the ways of the Most High. All right, like I said, I've seen guys that will go through tough situations, different trials and tribulations, and instead of cleaving into the Lord, you know, hoping and praying, so like hoping and praying for a solution and for a way out, all right, they just dig themselves into a ditch, into a rut, man, and depart from the Lord, just grow apart from the Most High, which is it's fucking backwards, bro. It's so backwards. I could see it more like, I can more likely see somebody, you know, getting riches in this world, and then getting riches in this world and then departing from the Lord. Why? Because you feel like, okay, I got riches now, I'm good now, I don't need the Lord for nothing, right? That's the thing. Shit, come on, bro. That's literally a thing. But you should do neither, right? If you truly are serving Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua, you'll know how to abound and how to be abased. How to abound and how to base. Right? It's a skill that you must learn, because you will go through ups and downs in this truth, highs and lows. You're going to have blessings, and I'm not going to say curses, but you're going to have judgments, right? Or afflictions, right? It might not necessarily be judgments, but afflictions. You're going to go through these things, right? The Most High is to build you up. The Most High is to purge that old man out of you. He has to build you up to be a righteous steward and shepherd and judge that's fit to lead and rule in the kingdom of heaven, right? That's going to be here on earth in the very near future. Most High is to make sure that you are hardened enough to what? Endure Jacob's trouble. Because Jacob's trouble is going to be tough, man. If you guys can't get through this light shit, man, imagine Jacob's trouble, man. Y'all dudes are done. Jake always got an excuse. Every excuse in the book, man, of why they can't do this work. Now, granted, I'm specifically speaking to you brothers that have already set yourselves up as teachers, right? If you're a brother that you have not set yourself up as a teacher, but you don't feel this in your spirit to be a teacher, then this does not apply. But to you brothers that feel it in your spirit that you want to teach, you want to do lessons, you want to go out and camp, well, once you put your hand to that plow, there is no turning back. Because what? There is. But guess what? When you turn it back, you pretty much forfeit your kingdom card, if you will. You know, you forfeit your inheritance. Because Yahweh Shah said that he that putteth his hand to plow and looketh back is not fit for the kingdom of heaven. Not fit. You're not fit to rule. Imagine a king, a general, a commander, if you will, of an army that marches his men into battle, gets stuck in a downhill battle, a siege. You know, you're backed into a corner and you prolong for days and you're running out of resources and food and you just abandon ship. All your men are looking to you for, you know, for guidance, for motivation, for encouragement, and you just bail and leave. And you try to make excuses. Oh, you know, man, I had to get back to my family. You know, my son, my daughter, my woman, this, that, third, my job. I got laid off, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, I'm catching hell. All this bullshit, man. You ain't fit the rule. You will never be in the commander position ever again. Because all people are going to think about is that time that you left your men on the battlefield. You know, in this regard, you know, you left the sheep hungry, starving. So don't be that guy. All right? Scriptures say that what man buildeth, go to build a house and does not count the cost before he buildeth. You got to count the cost, man. If you're a brother that have not, like again, if you're a brother that has not started to teach yet, but you desire to teach, you need to get it together. All right, you need to seriously figure out if this is for you or if it's not. Or you need to figure out how you're going to do it. Because there is no one size fits all when it comes to doing this work. There's more than one way to teach the word. You got different spirits, different teaching styles, whatever. It doesn't matter. Do what's best for you in a manner where it's genuine and sincere, and then you can do it to the best of your ability. That's my recommendation. So really quick lesson, short and to the point. I believe the point was made. I don't want to drag it on more than I have to. So Lord willing, this video again was edifying to you brothers and sisters. Until next time, shalom.